Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. This is another Soulmate Connections video for all of you in relation to love. Generally, we're looking at love. Now, if this resonates with your life, because I do mention other things in between, whatever I see, whatever is channeled and what I feel needs to be said, I do say it. So it's mainly love. And speaking of love, everyone, we had a sort of like a little bit of trivia on my last videos, on the second part of August videos, where I had a picture. My videos all had the picture of the two frogs that are kissing. And the question was, who do I think? Who is this picture used for? Why have I chosen this picture? And everyone obviously that read the question in the description box below the video, they've answered and they've quoted on what they thought the reason was why I chose that picture. Well, one lady chose it, the right answer, and that was that those two frogs kissing were Venus and Mars. And I just like to congratulate her. I might just quote the name, and it was one of the last answers that I actually got. A lot of people quoted a lot, a lot of different reasons. And on my last Cancer video, now if you're listening to me, you know who you are. Her name is Vicky Kaaihili, and she wrote, reason why two frogs are kissing, it's Venus and Mars together. Very clever disguise. Venus is kissing her handsome prince, hoping one day they would be together forever. Thank you, she wrote. And Vicky, that's correct. Congratulations, I mean. Wow, that was smart. Why though? Why did I choose this picture at this time? And that's because it's got a lot to do with the astrology. For those of you that are astrology lovers, you obviously know that it's Virgo season. So if you are a Virgo and watching, happy birthday. It is the time of Virgo. And Venus, Mars are conjoining together in Virgo. Now, the sun has moved into Virgo as well. Mercury, Virgo's ruler, will be moving into Virgo very soon. Actually, in about 3 days from when I'm doing this video. So, congratulations, Venus and Mars together, making love in Virgo. Now, we all know that. No, we don't all know, I'm sorry. A lot of people know that Virgo is not very strong Venus, wow, Venus is not very strong in Virgo. She's in a difficult position there. She's not very happy being there. But whatever it is, I mean, it's the two lovers coming together. And they've passed the sun. They're on the other side of the sun. So this year they're not going retrograde, everyone. And we remember last year that Venus and Mars both retrograded, which it was one after the other. So that was quite difficult. So this year, no, they're not retrograding, but yet next year, in 2020, they will be. So these are the lovers of the zodiac, okay? The lovers of the zodiac have come together, so it's a very loved up time. And that's why I put that picture. I chose that picture of the frogs kissing. And of course, some other people said that you have to kiss many frogs before you actually find your prince. And that is so true. But it is a very, very loving energy when these two come together. And the sun is very close by. You know, the sun is also clarity. It's also, it's healing, and it's the heart. The sun rules Leo. So the heart being very close to these lovers, I think that for a lot of people, a lot is going on in their love life. Now, Venus is not only love, it's also our values, it's our projects, it's anything that we love. Mars is our passion. It can be aggressive, but these two coming together, I think that we're going to have a baby boom 9 months from now, like seriously. So just one more thing before I actually start your reading. We are having Venus in a very positive aspect, in a trine with Uranus. Now, Uranus is something radical. It's something that happens out of the blue unexpectedly. So these could be anything to do with things coming unexpectedly, and because Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, it's in a very positive aspect across to Venus. So Venus is meeting in a good aspect with Uranus. Then Mars is meeting with Uranus again, and then the Sun. So we've got a lot of excitement in the next few days. Okay, so look out for messages, exciting stuff coming in out of the blue without you expecting it. So what I'd like to do now is go on to your reading, your soulmate connection reading. Let's take, on the left is for you, where you are in this relationship. On the right is where your partner or your love interest is in this relationship. So let's take 3 cards. I'm using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. I do mention all the cards in the description box below. So if you are interested, these are by Mystic Moon, the main cards that I'm using. And we're very lucky to have these cards. So love to use them. Let's see. Okay, we have 8 of Pentacles. So there's also a message on this card. Work is in progress. We also have Karma Review, and this is Judgment. Judgment is the card of Scorpio, Pluto, and we have the 8 of Wands. So you've got 2 8s, the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Energy surge and communication. That's so on point with what I was just saying. 8 of Wands can be love messages. 8 of Pentacles, work in progress. So someone is, not someone, I should say, you are obviously doing some work. And the work that you are doing at this time, the work towards your relationship, suddenly you will be given a second chance. And with the 8 of Wands, that's very quick energy. Wands are all about passion. They're all about fire, all about movement. So it looks like the Judgment card, which shows lightning, a lightning strike, and that's very Uranian for me here. Very Uranian. I think that something will trigger change. If you've been doing work and you haven't seen any outcome, any positive confirmation of the work that you've done towards this relationship, I think that suddenly there will be a revelation, an epiphany. Okay, so let's take 3 cards for your love interest. And we have 11 and Justice, Soul Contract. So this is the card of Libra. We have the King of Swords, who always seems to show up. It says quick wit and intellect. King of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And I think that that's got, I usually see the King of Swords as Aquarius, but we've also got Justice, which is Libra. So for some of you, it's Aquarian energy. For others, it's Libra. And we've got 6 of Cups, Memories, and Reunion. So where are they in this relationship? This is obviously, for a lot of you, someone that you've known for a long time. Could even be, usually when we talk about soulmates or even twin flames, it's someone that you've been dealing with in a past life or from your childhood. 6 of Cups is a card of trust. It's a card of innocence. It's a card of nostalgia. Now the Justice card, 11, can also speak of legalities, legal things happening in this person's life. The King of Swords can also be a solicitor. You know, it can be. So this person may be dealing with some legal issues, maybe from a past relationship. And this person may have their own children, because the Six of Cups can also be a card of children. So we've got cups and we've got swords here. On this side, on your side, we have pentacles. We also have fire, so earth and fire. Eight of Pentacles is usually the card of Virgo. So we've got Virgo, we've got Scorpio, and we've got Eight of Wands can be any fire sign. So it looks like your partner, the person who you are interested in, they are reminiscing and looking back at the old good days. For those of you that are that haven't had communication, or you're in a rift with this person, you know, there's been some sort of trouble in this relationship, I think that there are quick changes, and I think that you may be taking charge. I think that you're going to be compelled to send messages through social media, more than likely. Okay, so let's take the oracle now. Mystic Moon Oracle. Karma review, the judgment calling here. Karma review speaks a lot of Pluto and Saturn and the South Node in Capricorn. And that's, you know, the South Node is what we're supposed to be letting go of. That's something that's very familiar to us. So leaving, you know, dealing with karma, karma being at a point of review. You know, it's a very karmic time, people, and not only in romance. It's a very karmic time in general, as a collective energy with the planetary transits and what's going on in the sky. Obviously, it's got a lot to do. We're dealing with past situations. Things are coming up for clearing. Let's take the next cards. So how do they feel? How do you feel about them? And how do they feel about you? So we have on your side numbing. We also have signs. Now the signs is all about, you know, signs and synchronicities, little nudges that you're receiving from spirit. Okay, even though some of you, the fact that you're numbing yourself, obviously there's been some hardship here. Numbing also can be done with working a lot. Eight of Pentacles speaks of someone that's thrown themselves into work. They're very, very busy. So that's probably how you're trying to, you know, could be trying to forget if there's been hardship in your relationship. Now, I just want to say that the 11 Justice card here is also 11 is a new doorway for me. Okay, so Justice is a very karmic card as well. For me, it's also walking through a brand new doorway. It's like, you know, the door has been opened for a new path for this King of Swords, whoever this is in your life. Because, okay, this is romantic, but this is, you know, soulmate connections can mean, you know, even friendships. Like, we've got lots of soulmates. All the people that we know that we deal with, they're all soulmates. Okay, so we've got signs and synchronicities here. Now, some of you may be receiving signs on a very stormy night. So pay attention, because it's sitting right on top of the Judgment card. Now, Judgment calling is that second chance, but it's also whatever was not working in the past has got the chance to be resurrected. Let's take another card. And we have awakening. As I was saying, an epiphany. Some of you are going through an awakening. And as I said, this is a very important time. Okay, maybe even through communication, there will be an awakening. So this is like a revelation. The communication will bring you some clarity. Okay, now the awakening can speak of spiritual awakening, usually through difficulties. We're pushed to awaken, to open our eyes to the truth. Sometimes we may be holding back and waiting for an answer, but I think that Eight of Wands, which is all about communication, I think that the fire of Mars together with Venus is pushing people to take action, to communicate. Mercury, as soon as Mercury moves into Virgo, that's its rulership. So we're going to have Venus, Mars, the Sun, and Mercury. So that's communication about love, about things that we love, and that's clarity with the Sun. The Sun is also, as I said, it's the heart, but it's also healing, a very healing energy. Let's see where your partner is. Okay, so we have balancing the scales. This is incredible. 2 cards of Libra here. Okay, 2 cards of balance. Legalities 100%, and also karma. Also anything to do with the law. Okay, now this person, obviously, balancing the scales is that this person may be ready to... Yeah, my alarm just went off, so I had to stop the video there. As I was saying, this person is obviously wanting to balance out the relationship. I feel that this person wants to communicate, because the King of Swords is a very good communicator. This person here, this divine masculine, is hoping to be balancing out the scales. And Libra is all about democracy. It's all about having that conversation, that, you know, giving and receiving equally. So it looks like they're willing to come to an even keel where the relationship is concerned for others of you. Let's take another card, and we've got union. That's beautiful. This is like the 2 of Cups. This person is very much in love. This person is very nostalgic. This person is missing you greatly. Now, there could be legalities, and these are the blockages. But as I said, this person's life is taking on a new trajectory. 11, as I said, is a new doorway opening. Now, for some of you, I don't know if this is someone who is, because this person could be someone who is moving into law. They could be studying law. They could be graduating law. Anything to do with family law, I would say. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this person could also be a marriage counselor, something like that. Someone who deals with, you know, relationships, with anything to do with psychology. This could be a psychologist. But this person, I said, but it's not all for everyone. It's not going to be a male. It's just a divine masculine energy. This person is ready for a union, no doubt. Let's take another card. And we've got ascending. So ascending is also an awakening. This is someone who is spiritually, they're ascending. And not only that, with this card ascending, it does say that this relationship is ready to be taken to the next level. So this divine union, this person is wanting to take it to the next level, which is beautiful to see. I'm loving that for you. Okay, so where is this relationship heading? Let's go back to the tarot and let's see where this relationship is heading. What do you want? What do you want from this relationship? What I'd like to say here with the signs and synchronicities, make sure that you're alert. Make sure that you're alert to the signs that are being sent to you, because this is what's going to, just like with the Judgment card, the Awakening card, it's the same sort of energies, okay? This relationship is awakening. It's as though it was, you know, it had stumbled against some blockages. Maybe for some of you, you're still dealing, your partner could still be dealing with legalities. I do feel that this is more in the past, though. The Justice card with the balancing of scales, it doesn't actually say justice on here. It does show the scales, though, and I feel that this could be probably, you know, disseminating energies. Why? Because the Union card is here. We've got, you know, the balancing of scales is like, it's a 2. It's like a 2, and we've got the Union here. So that's why I feel that this Divine Masculine is more in wanting to find balance now. It's a little bit different than the Justice card. So let's take the cards for you. What do you want from this relationship? Let's take 3 cards. And we have the Ace of Cups, love initiation. Ace of Cups, we all know what that means. It's a beginning. Okay, so I'd like to say that this is what you're hoping for. For some of you, you've obviously been trying to fill your own cup, though, because the Ace of Cups is also a card of spirituality. Some of you have been looking to spirit. Okay, because of the numbing, you've been looking to spirit for support, for guidance. I feel that there is a very strong connection here with spirit. Okay, with the signs, you're connected. You are going through an awakening. You realize, obviously, that it's the Ace of Cups. This is where you're at. You want a new beginning in this relationship. Let's see what else. 9 of Pentacles and independence we have here. Again, this is the card of Virgo, I need to mention. Ace of Cups, of course, is water. Some of you may have strong water in your chart. We do have Pentacles, as I said. We've got earth, we've got fire, we've got water. We don't have any air so far here. But when we talk about this card, the 9 of Pentacles, because it's the Virgo energy, Virgo can be classified and seen as air because Virgo is ruled by Mercury and it's all about the intellect. So 9 of Pentacles can say that this is how you are. You are financially okay, but you're standing on your own, and it looks as though this woman she's not happy on her own. Not happy on her own at all. She's looking, I would say she's looking towards the past and wondering, you know, what went wrong. But there is a strong independence in this card. Strong independence. And independence, I suppose, could also speak of taking charge. Okay, so, and I feel that with the 8 of Wands, yes, you are quite independent here. You are ready to take action. Let's take another card, and we've got the 9 of Wands, trials and tribulations, another 9. So you're at the end of, what I'd like to say is you're near the end of the burdens. 9 of Wands is someone who may have put up their walls, or if we don't look at it like that, it's as though they're protecting their heart. Now, this could be how they're seeing you, that you have put up your wall and protected your heart, and this would be probably in the past, because now this is that I'm reading the energies for now. Trials and tribulations, they have got a lot to do with an awakening, very much so. So you have the 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands. You have the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So that to me says that number 8 or number 9 is a very important time for you. Now we're at the end of August now while I'm doing this reading, but this, of course, this reading will be important for you when you see the video. But I would say date-wise, the 8th and the 9th are very important. Now what this says to me is that you're still standing. You know, you're almost at the end of the hardship. Let's look at your partner, the person that you are interested in. And they have the sun, illumination and growth. That's beautiful. The sun is, it's true love. The sun is the heart. As I said, the sun is healing, but it can also be children as well, because Leo, and you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Leo in their chart. Leo is wanting to take a risk. Leo is true love. It's flirtation. It's fun. And it's also someone who is ready to get up on stage and announce what they feel. So they're ready to announce to the world, I would say, how important this union is to them. Let's take another card. And we have the old wounds, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is someone who is looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. Yes, there are old wounds, and with the 5 of Cups, we all know that, you know, someone is looking to the past. I feel as though this King of Swords, whoever this is dealing with past karma, because they're looking at an old relationship. They're not, at one stage, they were very happy in their life. Now, this could be someone who is crying over spilt milk. They're just regretting the fact that there was a lack of celebration, and they think that all is done. But what they don't know is that 5 is an imbalance. There is change coming through. Those 2 cups are still standing. So it's someone who is focusing on the past. Okay, so let's take one more card. Now, could it be that this person has got their children? Maybe this is what they're having difficulty with. Because the sun, as I said, is Leo and it's children. Let's take another card. And we've got the Page of Cups, message of love. That is wonderful. There's the heart. They're giving you their heart. They really are. They're offering you their heart. And the page is Pisces. We've also got Pisces energies here. So even though they're dealing with matters of the past, they're still with you. Their heart is still with you. I'd like to say that for some of you, it's still an ongoing situation, but they're also looking to the future. That's why we have the message of love here. So I think that they will reciprocate, and this is unexpected for you. Once you send off those messages, now 8 of Wands, again, it's social media. So I do feel that for most of you, the communication will be through social media. For others of you, this person could be someone at a distance, and there may be just a couple of you that may be actually flying, moving closer to this person if they are in a physical distance to you. Okay, so let's see now what action will be taken in the future. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, people? After the Page of Cups here, the reciprocation of love, or even an apology. The Page of Cups can be an apology. Okay, first card is here. So after the reciprocation, what are you planning on doing? What action will you take? And we have nostalgia. So this is like the 6 of Cups. Both parties feel the same way. And look at the decisiveness here. I feel that this is this offer of love, or this apology is going to make you feel extra strong. I feel a passion. I feel strong energies here with the way the fist is holding the heart. You're not letting go. You're ready to fight. Here we've got also stuck. Now stuck can mean that there is something that is holding you back, not not that you want to be held back. There is a reason why you have to wait. There is something about being stuck. What is holding you down? That could be a different reason for each and every one of you, and I would say that it's got to do with children, whether it's their children or whether you've got your own children. Let's take another card, and we've got forgiveness. Wow. Wow. I would say that for some of you, with the forgiveness card, and you had on my last reading of the soulmate connections, we had the forgiveness card again. So some of you are going to be thinking twice whether to be able to accept this apology, this offer of love, because as you can see here, this person is deep within their thoughts, trying to overcome whatever had been done in the past. Let's see what your partner, what will they do? Let's take the first card, and we have the Divine Feminine. Wow, so the Divine Feminine is it's very loving and nurturing energy. It's very similar to the Empress energies here. So even though it's receptive energies, we all have masculine and feminine energies that we're made up of. Some people have got more masculine, others have got more feminine. It's a very receptive but a very loving energy as well. Let's see what else we have. And we have cycles. Wow. So cycles is all about, you know, the fluctuation of emotions. I usually see this card as the energies of the moon. Just as the moon and the way it changes, it grows, it, you know, gets full, and then it starts to dissipate and become smaller. That's how our emotions fluctuate. Just as the moon has its own cycles, so does life. And here I feel with the cycles that I feel as though your partner may have been dealing with different cycles. So it's as though this has happened again in the past, and the cycle is just like a wheel keeps turning and turning. I feel as though they feel deja vu, as though this has happened to them again. Now, even if it wasn't in this lifetime, it would have been in another lifetime. That's what I seriously feel with this card here. So also for others of you, this person may have tried to apologize in the past, but obviously they're going around in circles, just like with the devil energy. It's a cycle that's hard to break. Now, especially with the Justice card, we've got the Judgment card, which are they're very strong cards which talk about karma. Okay, so some of you may have been trying to break the karma of the past. Maybe you've been trying to release karma from the past. You may have been feeling as though, even for you, even though it's showing up for your partner, you may both feel as though you've been there, done that. Like a cycle keeps going around and around, it keeps coming back until something is done a little bit differently, or that's what's going to be the difference here, or it could be all about timing, because cycles have got a lot to do with timing. Let's see what the last card is here, and we have Fall. We have Fall here. So what will they do? I think that for a lot of you, the message of love could be coming in the fall. Now, in the Northern Hemisphere, fall is very soon. So that means that this Page of Cups will be offering their cup to you during the fall. Now, the fall can also speak of cycles, because seasons have got cycles. And also with this card, it does bring up Halloween. So 31st of October comes to mind here with the pumpkin here. And, well, obviously, 31st of October and Halloween is in fall. So that could be a significant time for you. But also what I also feel with the moon energy here, the cycles and fall, I feel that there is a lot of energy where this person is feeling a little bit low. Psychologically, they're feeling a little bit low. And that's why with the divine feminine, it's as though they're needing nurturing and loving, because they're very receptive at this time. They're coming from a place of love. They're open to love, but it looks as though you will be the one who will need to take the action. Because of the Eight of Wands, I feel that there is more fiery energy here, especially with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands as well as the Eight of Wands, that's quite a bit of fire. So there is the energy of taking the initiative, and especially, as I said before, with the card of independence. So independence means someone is strong, right? They're quite independent. They can stand up for themselves, so then they can also take action. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is take a couple of cards. What I'd like to do is take from this tarot deck, I'd like to take 3 cards. Just 3 cards to see what else we have. What else is going on in this relationship? What else is going on? What's going to happen? More information. You know, I just had a sneak peek on the Justice card for sure. We've got the balancing out of a relationship here. Let's take 3 cards. And, oh wow, Judgment. This relationship is going through deep transformation. This is Pluto. And Scorpio is the 8th house of intimacy. Scorpio is the house of, you know, a committed relationship or partnership. It's the level where a relationship is committed, where people share their finances and they share their bedroom, their bed, their intimacy. They share everything on a very deep level. Let's see what else. And we've got second chance. Wow. If this is not karmic, then what is? We've got Pluto and we've got Saturn. Saturn and Capricorn. Now the devil can speak of a strong sexual energy. Very strong sexual. And Queen of Cups is very intuitive. Very, very interesting indeed. So we have 2 major arcanas here. The devil, as I said, remember how I was talking about the cycles and what's going to be the difference this time. After going around in cycles and in circles and not knowing what to do, your spirit guides and angels are here. This is a card that we have twice for this connection, which is talking about a rebirth, an awakening, an epiphany. Here we have, you know, Capricorn is all about, Capricorn is the law. Capricorn is also our status and how people see us in the world. Capricorn is also hard work. Saturn is also, it's got a lot to do with timing. Saturn is the lord of karma and of time. So we've got Pluto and Capricorn, and Saturn, both in Capricorn, in the sky with the South Node. South Node is letting go of what is familiar, letting go of karma, and trusting, because the Queen of Cups, she has the ability to look into her cup and see the future. She's a clairvoyant, she's a medium, she's an intuitive, she has the gut feeling. she's very similar to the High Priestess. And again, she's very receptive. So she's very, very good at feeling out the energies. And she's also holding in her hands, she's holding that Ace of Cups. So it's all about love. So if we look at this, if we look at these three cards as past, present, future, we're in this energy here at this time. So hard work is necessary. This is also, you know, Saturn is also very real. It's very grounding energy, and it crystallizes. Saturn says if you've put in the hard work, you receive the goods. What are you going to receive after you've done the work, after you've been standing in your integrity? You're being given a second chance because you've grown. You've grown, and you know that the work that you've done is in your hands. It will be rewarded to you. Now, the future says love. That's what the King of Cups is all about. The future says that trust your intuition, that even if it takes a little bit longer than what you expect, with the Devil card there, things will be okay. Now, the Devil, which is Capricorn, can also be the law. Remember how I said that there's legalities here. Now, I would like to take from the Twin Flame messages, I would like to take some messages again from Mystic Moon. I would like to take some messages. What does your partner, actually, what do you want to tell your partner first of all? And what does your partner want to say to you? So let's take 2 cards each. What do you want your partner to know at this time? And we have, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. You say. And I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Let's see what your partner has got to tell you. Now, feel free to turn the reading around. You may be cross-watching. See how it resonates for you. We will be together again. And is it possible to forgive and forget? So what these cards are telling me is that both parties are at fault. It does take 2 to tango. And, you know, it's like a domino effect. When we give heartache to someone, when we do something wrong, then they will retaliate. Usually, it's a rebound. So I'm not saying who started what here, but I do feel that both parties have got something that they've regret, something that they want to overcome. So I feel that for some of you, your partner may have already reached out at some point, but you were not ready to accept the apology. I truly feel that because of the 9 of Pentacles. So it wasn't easy for you to forget, to forgive and forget. But through a lot of, soul searching, I think that you've come to the conclusion, because you were stuck at some point here. I think that you've come to the conclusion because you've been very nostalgic, looking back to the past, that this is a relationship that is worth taking it to a commitment, to something much more divine, more serious. I would like to take a romance angel, 1 card. Now, this reading may not resonate for everyone. It may not be your reading. So wait till the next reading. That might resonate for you. And this is a general reading for everyone, so that's why I don't do individual signs. And we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's lovely. That's lovely to hear. That's beautiful. Now what I'd like to do is I would like to take a Moonology oracle card and see what other information I can give you. Well, Spirit, please, Spirit, Archangel Michael, what's the message that we need to hear today? What's the message that we need to hear today? Okay, ready. Let's, Archangel Michael, please guide me. What do we need to know? Oh, no, we can't have 3 cards. The first card that I have in my fingers here, I think that that's the most important. And we have communication is key. This is crazy because this is the exact same card we had on the last reading. So for those of you that have not watched, this is the soulmate connection number 3 is this video. I think it was number 2 that ended up with this card. So communication is key, and we've got the 8 of Wands here. New moon in Gemini. So something happened around the new moon in Gemini. Something happened around then. Let's take the book. I'm going to take one more. Why? Because we have a repeating card and we need more clarity. For some of you, you're still going through these energies as from the last video. So I'll just read it quickly for those of you that did not watch the last video. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with a person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Yes, communication is key, everyone. Let's take the top card. And I'd like to say with Mercury, Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So I feel that once Mercury moves into Virgo, there will be communication, and that should be, for those of you that are watching the video straight away as soon as it's uploaded, it should be in about 3 days. So, another card. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Now, Taurus is all about our values. Another new moon. Now, new moons are all about new beginnings. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. Taurus is all about our values. It's our 5 senses. It's what we love because it's Venus ruled. Uranus, which is like the lightning strike here, is in Taurus. Right? Now Venus, which is making love with Mars in Virgo, Venus rules Taurus. So there is a connection between Venus and Uranus. So expect a beautiful, unexpected message of love. Let's read from the book. So there is prosperity where love is concerned, of course. But this could also mean money because Venus is money. So new moon in Taurus says, this card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. Yes, that's right. Taurus is all about self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things. I was going to say maternal things. That's interesting. But you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier things. And the devil has got a lot to do with sexy things. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. So don't give up, dear people. Do not give up. I'd like to also say that some of you may be cuspers, Taurus, Gemini, because these two signs, we've got house number 2, which is Taurus, and house number 3, which is Gemini. So some of you may be dealing with, your values at this time, and also the 3rd house is all about communication, commerce, working within a small group, neighbors, siblings, people that are around you, and also with primary education. Also, 3rd house is things to do with, Mercury. It's a Mercury-ruled house, as is Virgo, which is the time of Virgo now. So Mercury can also be anything to do with business, with any gadgets, anything that deals with technology, with, cars, anything that is mobile, that moves, is Mercury, because Mercury was the messenger of the gods, and he would bring in the messages. So I do feel that with Mercury soon to enter its home sign of Virgo in about 3 days, I think that there will be a lot of communication, radical changes in communication, truth coming to light about love and where our passions, where our values lie. So there could be some shocking revelations as well. So don't freak out, everyone, okay? Just go with it, and whatever is meant to be known will be known. All right, everyone. I think that I will leave it at that. I'd like to thank you all so much. Completely and utterly thank you for all the beautiful support that you've given to me. I'm so appreciative of it. I really, really am. Okay, so I remember that the last reading was that they're ready to take the next step. So I see a blessed union here with a union card. We do have the Fall card, so it's got a lot to do with timing, with justice. Justice is coming, walking through that new door. So let's see where it takes you at this time. Let's see. There will be a lot of communication, so I'd love to hear your comments about this, about what's happening in your own personal life. For those of you that are dealing with, because we've got quite diverse energies, we've got very heavy energies with Pluto and Saturn, where relationships are concerned. But we've also got the beautiful energies that are happening in Virgo at this time. So let me know which side of the scale you're on. Okay, I feel that for everyone there are blessings coming in, but we're receiving those at different times. For everyone, it's going to be at a different time. Time is everything, and time is even an illusion. So anyway, but this video is not an illusion, so enjoy it. Thank you so much, everyone. Sending you lots of love, and giving love out will bring love back to you. So what we give out to others, is it a good word? Is it a peck on the cheek? Is it a pat on the back? What is it? That will come back to you. Always remember that. And if someone comes at you with difficult words or whatever it is that's negative, it's up to you to protect yourself. But don't give them what they've given you back, because that's like, that's like a reflection. If they're giving you hardship, if you do the same, then they'll be bouncing back to you. They'll be giving it back to you. So it's the laws of nature. It's simple. What we give out is what we receive. And if you can forgive someone that's giving you hardship. Why? Because they're coming from a place of their shadow. They're coming from their shadow, and they don't even realize it. If they give you negativity, you give them positivity. Show them the good example. If you can, and you have that strength within you. Anyway, people, love you all so much. See you real soon. Actually, in the next 2-3 days, I will start uploading the September videos. So look out for those. And we've got a new moon on the 30th of August in Virgo. So Virgo, this is your wild card. Make your wish, everyone. Bye-bye.